Good evening, YouTube. hmm Anybody up? I know y'all probably not up. The only reason I'm doing this I don't have to be live for this. This is just something because for some reason, when I bought this computer, I never figured out how to do uploads on this computer. So I have to go into the other computer to do uploads and I have to bring this lighting stuff with me. So anyway, I just want to take a moment because we've lost Cecily Tyson now. It's strange. The older you get, the more people start dying. Damn near everybody that you know of from your youth, which is where we retain most of the, our celebrities, our stars, our singers, and all that stuff. They all start dying. Now I'm 62, and all these great people are leaving. But I think I wanted to come and just share a moment of this time when I met Miss Cecily Tyson back in 1977. 77, I was seeing this guy. He was a costume designer, right? And he worked with all of the big black celebrities, both in music and in film. His name was Bill Whitten. It was a big stuff back then, back in the late 70s, early 80s. Anyway, I started dating this guy, and he had a studio where he made his clothes at, right? So I would go and I would do some hours at his studio, basically because I could hang out there until we had lunchtime, and we would have lunch together every day, right? We'd have lunch, and then I go on about my business. But during the daytime, oh, look at that! Oh, look at my blanket. On my blanket is this new? It's just a couple of days old, but it's like a corduroy velveteen. So I guess when you push it back, it looks like it's stuff all over my blanket and my pillow. Ugh, it looks terrible. I guess if you brush it back the other way, it'd be normal. Anyway, I never tried to record at night on this thing. So Bill had this place called Workroom 27. It was right in the heart of Boys Town in West Hollywood, California. And he would make clothes for all these celebrities. And sometimes the celebrities, I mean, you have to realize that they are being approached all day long. So anytime somebody spots them, they want an autograph, they want to say hello or whatever. So we're kind of used to kind of treating celebrities with a long handled spoon. You don't want to go approaching them and bothering them because they should feel safe in these professional environments, right? But one day Cecily Tyson came in. Now this is the only time I ever experienced this, where she was still a big star at the time. This was after Miss Jane Pittman, and she came in, and she was doing her fitting upstairs. And after she got through with her fitting, she wanted to come down into the workroom where the people, the stitchers and the sewers and all these people, and she went around to each one of our tables and sat down and talked to us. It just brings joy to my heart that this woman would take her time and be sincere. I mean, she sat down and asked me what was I doing, how do you do that stitching kind of thing, how long have you lived here, where are you from, that kind of thing. I said that was the nicest woman, and it was a very unique experience because most celebrities couldn't be bothered. They wanted to get in and get their business and get out, right? I even had a couple of bad experiences, which I won't poison this moment with. This is not about me. I'm just remembering my moment with Cecily Tyson, or in the same room with Cecily Tyson. And I thought that was one of the nicest women I had ever met. Right. So I just wanted to say that. Hi, people. Hello. We also lost Cloris Leachman. Y'all remember Phyllis? Cloris Leachman. That was a great actress, honey. Get Thorndike. What was that? With Mel Gibson. What's his name? Mel Gibson? The guy, what was that damn movie called where she played Nurse Diesel? Anyway, we lost Cloris Leachman as well. She was in her 90s. Both of these ladies were in their 90s, so they had full lives, and they certainly had productive lives. It's just sad to see, but we're all going in the same direction, honey. Not one escapes. So at least they left good work behind, so we can still enjoy them in film and so forth. Anyway, it's just sad. It keeps happening too. now, because all the people who I knew as a teenager, they would all have to be in their, they would have to be at least 10 years older than me. So they would all be in their 70s and 80s now. So it's going to happen over and over and over again. It makes you feel old, and of course, it makes you very clear that it's coming, honey. I can feel it coming at the edge of the night. It's coming for all of us. She was that was so, I mean, it was so unusual to have a celebrity like Cecily Tyson sitting down talking to you for no reason, no particular reason. She ain't in the game talking to us, honey. We ain't number one ticket sales, right? But that's how she lived her life. So some people who are touched by her, would respect that memory, right? She cared about people. Anyway, it was nice. Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein, was that her? She in there too? She was in there, wasn't she? She was in Young Frankenstein, but that's not the movie I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the one with when they're in High Anxiety, it was called. And she had these big iron tits, right? They stuck straight out, and her face was like real rigid, right? And she said, "Get Thorndike." She had to kill, what's his name? Mel Gibson? No, it wasn't Mel Gibson. The other male. Very, very funny movie. Nurse Diesel was her name. She was 96. Yes, she couldn't live forever. I mean, we all have to go high anxiety. That's it, honey. Mel Brooks. What would I be without you guys? You guys know everything. Yep, Mel Brooks, Cloris Leachman. She was also Phyllis, right? With Mary Tyler Moore. She had her own show there. She was a great actress, comedic actress. Okay, people, when I told you guys I was not going to come on here for a long time, I just had that memory, and I just wanted to share it. My moment with Cecily Tyson. That's what I meant. So God bless you guys. Y'all sleep easy. I have what they call an MRI tomorrow morning. It's at 8 o'clock in the morning. So that means I got to get up in the middle of the night to take the dog out. So I've already taken my sleeping medication. And hopefully I guess I should try to set my alarm clock. I don't set it for nothing because I ain't worked in years. But in order to get there by 8, I have to leave here at 7 because our trains are not running here. Our subways are not running here. We have to take a regular bus, which I haven't been on since this thing started. I've only been on one bus since this whole pandemic started. 2, one to the hospital and one to the barber. So now I got to go back to the hospital one more time. I got to do that, do blood test, and I got to come back here. And immediately when I get back, I'm expecting to have a doctor's appointment thing on here, Zoom meeting with him. Anyway, so I said all I let to say is I've already taken my melatonin, and I have to go to bed early. Okay, you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for coming in. Sleep well. Talk to you tomorrow. My favorite Cecily Tyson movie was Busting Loose with Richard Pryor. Was she in that? Busting Loose? Who did she play? Busting Loose. I don't remember that one. Of course, she's most well known for Miss Jane Pittman. But yeah, I do remember her being with Richard Pryor. I can almost remember the storyline. Was she his mother or sister or something like that? I don't remember. Sleep well, whole grain, hold again. Good night, you guys.